Alright, hello and welcome back after that ad. We have both players here, both players in chat. We're about ready to kick off this gold 25 matchup here. Ryan is good with SPS. Ryan, you will also have first level select between 15 and 18, so go ahead and make your selection. And Xavier is also good with SPS. Let's get the first of two seeds inputted. This first seed will start with 1 Foxtrot, Foxtrot Bravo 90. Xavier extending an 18 all the way offer. It is Ryan's first level select. Ryan saying 18 all the way is fine with them. Sweet. Let's get some readies then. Good luck, have fun in the chat. Ryan ready. And Xavier ready. Let's kick game number 1 of set 1 off in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Both players are off. STS the opener here. Xavier will nail the first Tetris. Ryan off to some burns. Pieces not coming for Ryan, and Ryan will join the 0 club here in game number 1, as Xavier is good for an early game number 1. That is simply just a warm-up from Ryan. That's what we're gonna consider that, right? We're gonna consider that a warm-up. It's still game 1, but you know, warm-up is done and whatnot. Nevertheless, we move on to 2-0 seed. Ready from Ryan, ready from Xavier. Let's kick game number 2 off here in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Both players off. Oops. Xavier, Tetris on the board. Ryan having gotten the first one of the match. Ryan knocking down the second on their side of the board. Glad I have the noise gate on for my webcam, or rather for my mic in general. My little kitten is screaming his head off to get fed. Xavier with a nice line bar tuck there. Ryan set up pretty for a Tetris at 69,000. Hey now. Xavier with some nasty dependencies at 51. When I say nasty, it's a couple holes in the board. Let me be a bit more fair. We'll get a double here, but we'll more importantly move the well back over to the right. Ryan trying to get set up. Fills in with an Aki bar, and we'll go to 120. Xavier sitting at 83 right now. Xavier knocking down a Tetris though. Ryan overshifting of an S there. And Lombard not showing up for Ryan. Ryan topping 123, 132. Xavier, you need 124 for this chase down. Lombard will bring them up to 136, and that will complete the chase down for game number 2. Ryan saying these overshifts. 18 is hard. No matter who you are. Well, I say no matter who you are, unless you're someone like, I don't know, Fractal. We move on to seed 3-1. Xavier ready, waiting for some indication from Ryan. Ryan ready. Let's crack game number 3 on in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Xavier knocking on the board. Knocking on the door for a set 1 sweep. Ryan hoping to force a decider just to stay in this. We are off here. Xavier with some not fun setups here early on. Ryan, Tetris number 1. Xavier taking a safety triple. Ryan is set up meeting on Lombard. Some good burns here. Speaking of good burns, Xavier going to work getting the stack uncovered. Both players now waiting on Lombards. 56 for Ryan, 18 for Xavier. Xavier in trouble over on the left. Is up high. Ooh, not a good placement of that J there by Xavier, and Ryan at 63 is good for game. At number 3 is still live and punching. Xavier's saying my turn. Both players ready. Let's kick off game number 4 here. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players are off. IOZ the opener. Ryan with game 4's first Tetris, but Xavier quick to answer. Well, they got it with the same line, but happened on my side with Ryan hitting it first. Both players nailing another Tetris. Ryan still very much in this, needs to take this one to force the decider. Xavier getting the well uncovered right as the Lombard comes. We'll go up to 77. Ryan sitting at 57. Lombard dependent in column 5. Look at the Lombard is patient enough. We'll take some nice burns to get the stack back under control. Meanwhile, Xavier sitting at 99, waiting for another Lombard. We'll have to set up a hole in the stack. Now has to burn this out. Lombard will come in the meantime. Ryan getting the stack burnt back down to the ground. We'll start anew. Meanwhile, Xavier, a couple of holes in the stack up high. Xavier's sitting at 112 and is doing a pretty good job of getting this burnt out. Ryan's sitting at 79. Xavier with level lumbar. Can I get it over to the left and we'll top out at 112, 100. That is your chase down, Ryan. 112. 2 Tetrises should do it. There is number 1. $111,720, not quite. 113 will do it though. Ryan with 113 will chase that down. We will go to a game number 5. Hang on, I need to import the decider image. There we go. Oh, technically, what am I thinking? This isn't a regular decider, this is a reverse decider. As Ryan has chased this down. Both players are ready. Let's kick this game number 5 off in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players are off. ILJ, the opener for this game 5. Ryan with Tetris number 1. Xavier's board not off to a hot start. Dice burn there with a T, but hangs the lumbar column 3. Xavier will top with 760 points. Ryan will take set number 1. Xavier giving themselves a rating of horrible, but hey, at least you got a line in there. It didn't top out with a score of 0. But well played in that first set. Your seed for the second set is in chat, but if you do need to take a second, feel free. Ryan, congrats on the set 1 victory. Your second set starts D0, 6F, E5. Yep, Ryan, BRB, that is completely good. Give me a second to clear the board off. In the meantime, I'm gonna run a quick ad. Alright, we are back after that ad. Ryan is back from their break and says they are ready whenever. So Xavier, whenever you are ready with after your 18 game, or now whenever you're ready, we will get cracking with this second set. Wow, you topped out fast. Ryan, what you drinking there? Is that a local brew? Let me not ask. We have both readies, so let's get game number 1 cracking in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Dr. Pepper cream soda, 0 sugar. I was thinking of some kind of cream soda. It had cream soda vibes. But both players are off. LLT JJT the opener. No, that wasn't J's. Those were Z's. I don't know. I don't know the alphabet. What I do know is that Xavier has the first Tetris of the match. Ryan set up. Gets Tetris number 1 on their side. Xavier up high, but will downstack nicely with the Tetris. We'll get 2 in pretty quick succession. Goes up to 69. Hey now. Ryan taking a minuscule points lead at 70. Well, bank a Tetris. Xavier quickly answering. Both players off to strong starts here in this second set. Xavier using a Lombard to fill in an I dependency. Ooh, hanging a T in the middle. Xavier spelling doom, topping out at 94. Ryan is good for game number 1 in this second set at 141. GG's and well played. We crack on with seed E1. And both players, let me quickly double check. E1, E1. Sweet. Let's get game number 2 underway in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Both players off with an SOZ opener. Xavier off with a nice Lombard tuck. Ryan banking a quick Tetris number 1. We'll get a nice Z spin. Xavier building up, getting Tetris number 1 on their side. Ryan putting the J vertical there. Didn't necessarily have to, but isn't worse for wear because of it. Xavier with a Tetris. Ryan opening up the well just in time to bank another one. 71 playing 69, hey now. Xavier really good adjustments to get the well open. Ryan will bank a Tetris, and Xavier will tack one on as well. Both players matched pretty well with each other, as evidenced by this neck-and-neck matchup. A very good sequence with the T piece to get a Tetris. Goes up to 145. Xavier set up for the next one at 163. Lombard will come for them. Ryan trying to reconnect the islands on their board. Xavier having to cover up the wall right as the Lombard comes. Quickly gets it uncovered. Trying to get set up now. Is ready. Ryan with a couple of repetitive LJ dependencies, but gets their board under control again. 158 for Ryan, 214 for Xavier, both players knocking down quick Tetrises. Xavier with a, looks like Tetris and a half pace lead here. Has to cover up the wall as a Lombard comes, but we'll get another Lombard to get a Tetris. Ryan also having knocked down one in that span. Both players are at the halfway mark in this level 18. Ryan banking another Tetris. Xavier also on it. We are separated by 12k points at level 69. Hey now. Oh, Ryan. Wonderful setup there with that sequence. Xavier also a really good set of pieces, but needs something over to the left. That square will help. It gets the well open for the Tetris up to 314. Ryan now a couple of unfortunate burn sequences. Is set up one off the bottom, and we'll get the Tetris potentially. Yep, going for the wall transfer as well. 338 playing 323 here at line 80 or so. Xavier nailing another Tetris. Ryan trying to get the ball back over to the right. So now Xavier with the bit of an extended lead here. Probably 2.5 now. Tetrises, that is. Both players knocking one down. Close to 100 lines. Ryan not getting that JVs all the way over. That's an L, never mind. Has to burn out of this, not as cleanly as they would wish. Xavier, on the other hand, clean waiting on a Lombard. Has some nice burns available. Where is this Lombard for both players? Ryan doesn't exactly need it right now, but Xavier finally getting the Lombard up to 469. Ryan 365 right now, 100k the difference. Ryan knocking down a Tetris. Xavier tacking one on. 10 lines to go here, just about. Ryan, a series of not great burns. Has the well open though. Xavier bank a Tetris. Ryan has the well, we'll get a Tetris. Xavier transitions 543. Ryan will transition with a burn at 421. Xavier though 572 in the massive lead. Ryan's board, a couple of nice tucks there. Ooh, that will do it for Ryan at 427. Just did not have the gas. Xavier at a massive 580 is good for game number 2. Ryan saying, hey, made it to 19 though. That is that Lines PB? Yeah, if so, GG's. Xavier, if you think this is pace and if you think you can make it, you have a Mullen available to you that you can take. Currently sitting 614. PB is, from what I could gather, 863. Ooh, cannot get the Lombard over on the left. And will top at 621 even, but has game number 2. Ryan is ready in the chat, and Xavier is quickly ready to get game number 3 underway. Let me not delay. Countdown in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players off here. Ryan will bank first Tetris of game number 2. Both players, 2 Tetrises on the board right now. My voice is cracking. Both players looks like, yeah, are good through 3, but Ryan will break the chain of perfection, as will Xavier. But Ryan, Tetris at 91. Xavier's board now needs a bit of help. Needs some milk, if you will. Sets up some pretty good burns. Ryan's board a valley in the middle. They will go to work on resolving that. Xavier setting up that SP's flat to burn. I wonder how that will play out. It's pretty good burn so far. Good sequence of pieces. Ryan is at 165. Xavier's still fighting with getting the well open, but that double will help. We'll go to 109. So Ryan here, a early lead in this game number 3. Xavier, though, not far behind. 174, playing 112 right now. Xavier, some nice tucks, just trying to get this board stacked down. Triple will help. Ooh, could have taken a double there with that J. Set up now with amino garbage over the well, but gets it resolved. Ryan's board still a bit of work needed. Ooh, Xavier covering it up again once, or just as a lumbar comes. Getting uncovered, and we'll get a well-needed Tetris at 175. Ryan getting the board cleaned up at 220. Ooh, some not great pieces here by Xavier. Ryan, a column 9 Tetris. 244 for Ryan, 202 for Xavier. Xavier taking a double. Trying to get to that hole in the stack. Ryan, meanwhile, was set up ahead to cover the well. Will get a Tetris here, going up to 270. The players at 80 lines. Transition coming in 50 lines. $100K the difference here as we carry on through the later stages of 18. Tetris for Ryan at 339. Tack another one on at 362. Xavier finally getting the board in a scoring position at 239. Xavier has had not great luck with Lombars. Three quick ones, and will still not be able to convert them. Has to put weight over the well. Ryan also not in scoring position quite yet, but gets quickly cleaned up. Xavier, speaking of quickly cleaning up, banks a Tetris at 270. Ryan 371, both players 20 lines from transition. Ryan almost putting that bar in column 10. That's not quite where you want it. Well, bank a Tetris going to 417, and Xavier with a Tetris going to 296. 4 Tetrises left available to these players before we hit 19 speeds. Ryan, a strong lead here, 422. Xavier coming up the rear though at 297. Could get pieces over to the left though, and we'll top it there at 297. So Xavier 422 is, Ryan 422 is good for gate number 3 here. Ryan transitioning 451, we'll top out it there. Quick readies from both players, and we will crack on with game at number 4. Coming at your doors, ironically will say, in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We are off here. OSZ the opener. And both players set up for the first Tetris. The Lombard finding Ryan in real time first, though Xavier will also get a quick Tetris. Could have gotten set up with a T in 8-9 to get Tetris ready as well for a second one, but nailed the second one nonetheless. Ryan needing something in 7-8. We'll fill it with a Lombard. Xavier with another Tetris. Ryan, perfect through 5. Xavier having taken 1 burn. Ryan is keeping it going through 6. Minor banner ad moment from Ryan there. But is still good and will be good through 8. As far as Tetrises go, is at 182. We'll have to deviate from perfection there with some burns. Xavier, though, not far behind at 161. Still very much alive, has the well open, though a hole in the stack. Is Tetris ready? Speaking of Tetrises, Ryan slamming 1, Xavier getting 1, but now having to quickly go to work on fixing up their stack. Ryan a Tetris up to 234, Xavier 191 here. Xavier needing this to stay alive, potentially going to all 10 games here. Ooh, doesn't get the J where they want it. Quickly needing a Lombard, but oh, that sequence was so beautiful. Ryan a Tetris. Xavier not getting the Lombard rotated, but quickly realizes it and will get it cleared out with perfect pieces. That is textbook getting bailed. Nice T-tug there by Ryan. Xavier actually remembering to rotate the bar this time, getting a Tetris, going to 226. Ryan is sitting at 310. Both players halfway through 18 right now. Ryan having taken advantage of Xavier's extended burn period. But Xavier had potentially wanted to go for a column 5 setup, but decided against it. Speaking of interesting setups here, Ryan was going for column 4. Could still potentially nail it if they get the well perfectly open. That double will help. Needing a lumbar. Won't be a great well transfer. Now Ryan's board not in optimal position. Oh my god, Ryan, but getting the dirty Tetris goes to 367. Xavier 245. Both players knocking down Tetrises. Ryan with at least 5 Tetris pace lead here going into the 100 line mark. Xavier's still very much in this. Still a good amount of Tetris left to play. Xavier getting the L. Fills in column 9, needs some burns here, needs a lumbar. Ryan, speaking needing a lumbar, set up in column 7. Will get a lumbar and a pretty good well transfer out of it. 160, still the difference though. Xavier setup. Will get a Tetris. Need something to fill in that hang. Gets pretty good pieces. We'll get another Tetris out of it. Ryan, 507, 15 lines away from transition, has had a monster of a game. Xavier, should be said that Xavier is also playing very well. It's just that Ryan is playing a smidgen better. Xavier, though, set up getting another Tetris. 398 for Xavier, 10 lines away also. Ryan, 532. Set up and get the last couple Tetrises in 18. Ryan couldn't get the L spin tuck. Had to settle for simply an L tuck. Well, Ryan will transition 562. Xavier with this Tetris will transition 446. Xavier, though, still very much in this. Speed will not change again until we hit 29. $80K the difference here. Ryan 603, Xavier 504. Ooh, Ryan, some early shifting. Xavier 512, Ryan 611. Ryan, a lumbar will get them a triple. Xavier here, not a comfy setup, but is set up in column 8. Ryan topping out 622. Xavier with a Tetris, you need 622. Set up again in column 8. Needing a lumbar. Will get another Tetris going to 584, needs 622. Can at this point just line it out. It is all about survival right now. Gets a nice T-spin out of it. All Ryan can do is sit back and watch now. 606 here, needs 622. On to 26, so only 30 lines of runway left. This will be close. Six 615, 616, 617. And that will do it. Xavier getting it done. 18 lines before 29 transition. Completes the chase down, sends us to game number 10 of the double matches and our second decider of the stream. Oh my god, currently at 666. Whoa. Xavier, if you feel like you can play on 29, have at it, but I feel like you're about to come to a grinding halt. Gets one last Tetris, and that will do it at 714. Ryan is ready for this game number 5. Xavier ready. Game 10 of 10 in this 2 sets. Coming at you in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We are off here. TOL, the opener, in this game number 5. Ryan with Tetris number 1 on the board. No, uncomfortable valley there. Lots and lots of LJI dependencies. We'll get set up and burn it away there. Very nice, very forgiving sequence of pieces. Xavier set up for Tetris number 2 on their side of the board, meaning they have 2 Tetrises. Nice S-spin there from Ryan. Xavier also set up again at 69. Hey now. Ryan having to do some lining out. You do what you gotta do to survive. Xavier set up with a Tetris. Had to cover the well though. Sitting at 92. Ryan at 60,000. Oh, Xavier, if you had put the J flying, you could have burnt that out a lot better. But it's also easy to say that sitting here watching it, having the time to analyze where all the pieces could go. Ryan sitting 106, Xavier 122. Attack another one for Xavier. Ryan potentially getting set up for another one here. Set up quite up high, but has some burns, and Lombard will come. Xavier also quickly getting the well open, 171 here. So Xavier with a bit of a pacing lead here, despite what the real-time scoreboard says. Right, with the right well open. Xavier set up and ready. Nice T-tuck there by Ryan. Ryan needing a Lombard, needing it quick. Lombard taking its dear sweet time to get here. Lombard coming for Ryan. We'll breathe a sigh of relief. We'll go to 217. Xavier trying to get the stack back under control. Xavier could have gotten set up dirty there, decided against it. Instead, we'll bank the Tetris. Goes to 253, Ryan 263. Has some weight over the right, but we'll get the pieces to get it burnt away. Both players a bit of a uncomfortable dig for different reasons. Ryan finally with the right wall open, breathes a second sigh of relief, going to 298. Xavier, a nice dirty Tetris 2 rows high, goes to 303. So Xavier's still hanging on to a pace lead here. Needs to get the board cleaned up. Lombard flat was a really good decision there. Could be setting up dirty, I think wants to. Doesn't take the Lombard triple. Decides to get set up dirty in column 5. We'll bank a Tetris. Ryan not getting Lombard to the right, to the left. We'll top at 325, and Xavier, with that Tetris, will take game number 5. Xavier splitting sets with Ryan here in double deciders. You can't ask for better Tetris from better matched players. Those were 10 very fun games. And we got all 10 done within the span of an hour. So, hell yeah, and props to y'all. That was fun. That was very fun. Let's see if I can find someone that we can raid. Not a problem, Ryan. I'm glad I could have taken it.